All right, guys. So one of the reasons why I am almost a free speech absolutist is because I want people to be able to freely say what they think and how they feel. And the reason why is because I want to know how people feel so that I can adjust my lifestyle and navigate life, right? And the thing is that if I know how other people feel, then I know how to deal with those people. Okay. And that's the way I feel about it, which is why, when the super liberals, the woke revolutionaries, always talking about trying to silence racist people, I really don't understand it. I just don't connect with it. Right. Because I don't want to silence racist people. I want to know who's racist and who's not. That way I know how to deal with that person. Right. So I, don't care about what people say. I really don't, as long as it's not a direct threat of violence, right? I just believe that having more information in life is better than having less information. Speaking of having more information, the Biden administration is lacking information, okay? And this stuff really is concerning me because, guys, like I told you, I would rather have some information than no information. The most dangerous people to deal with are those who don't give information because you have nothing to work off of, right? In that context, I would rather deal with an administration that lies to me than an administration that tells me nothing at all. At least with an administration that lies to me, I can at least have some information to work off of, okay? Maybe I can pick up on the patterns and discern what's true and what's not true. With the Biden administration, we're not getting any of that. Right, a lot of questions are just not being answered because Miss Jen Psaki has to circle back, right? And it's been over 40 days into Joe Biden's presidency, and we still have not got a solo press conference. Okay, we haven't even got a State of the Union address or a statement to a joint session of Congress. Put it that way. We're not getting anything from the Biden administration, but what we are getting when Biden does speak, we're getting some very questionable moments that really lead me to become very, very concerned about what's actually going on behind the scenes in reference to Biden's capabilities to continue to hold office. And not only that, it's scary because you're now seeing an effort from the White House in order to keep Biden in the basement, right? So let's take a look at this video from a few days ago, from about a week ago, in which Biden forgot his mask, but notice how he wasn't taking any questions.
Thank you for your time.
Mr. President,
Thank you.
whatever happened to your promise from 7 weeks ago that if Democrats flipped the Senate, the checks were going out the door?
Come on, Peter, thank you. Let's go, guys. Thank you. Go. Come on, guys. We're going.
My mask.
Guys, let's go. Go. Thank you, guys. Come on.
Mr. President.
Let's go, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Juicy, let's go. Come on, guys.
That's the camera.
Yours right there.
We only have one.
This is the head on.
Juicy, come on.
Yeah.
I see you. I see you tempted. I see you. Let's go. Do you want to take them back?
Okay, so as you can see there, Biden's not taking any questions. Obviously, he's confused about his mask, which I think is the secondary part of that. That's probably not the most important part, but the most important part that he's not taking questions, right? So there was a feed of Biden, right, which again was not an open press conference, but there was a feed in which Biden was speaking, and Biden opened the floor from questions, and subsequently something very strange happens.
Thank you. And I'm happy to take questions if that's what I'm supposed to do, Nance, whatever you want me to do.
So as you can see here, this cuts off when Biden asks for questions. And you notice how Biden asked, he said, if that's what I'm supposed to do. What do you mean, bro? You the president of the United States. You can control whether or not you want to take questions or not. And to me, again, guys, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm not. Okay? But I do the sniff test. I'll entertain all the conspiracies. I entertain them. And I'll do the sniff test. And the sniff test on this, I just don't know. There's a little scent, okay? Because why is it that the White House feed cut this off when Biden asked for questions? And then Biden says, I'll take questions if that's what I'm supposed to do. Which means that somebody else is running this, right? That's what it implies. That behind the scenes, somebody else is really running the show. Okay, and I get it. There's people who set the president's schedule and stuff like that and basically tell him what he generally should be doing or meeting with. I get that. I understand that. But I think it might be bigger than that. I think it might be bigger than that. I think it might be bigger than that. Because, you know, them cutting that stream when the dude is taking questions, right? He didn't even say, apparently, we're not taking questions. And then that's the end. No. Dude's like, yeah, let's take questions. And they just cut it. They didn't even give it a chance. Again, guys, that's suspicious. That's really suspicious to me. The man hasn't given a press conference and it's been over 40 days. He hasn't given a speech or statement to a joint session in Congress. He hasn't done any of that. His press secretary, Jen Psaki, is circling back on all the questions. And she hasn't circled back on the questions yet. This administration's refusal to answer questions and secrecy is really concerning to me. It's almost as if Biden's not allowed to answer questions. Biden's just not allowed to answer questions, guys. That's what it feels like. It feels like he's being told what to do. It feels like he's not really running the show. It's really concerning to me. And it's making me ask, what does this administration have to hide? Why don't they want Biden to talk? Why can't Biden speak? I want to hear Biden answer some tough questions. And the media, the mainstream media, they've been trying to hold Biden accountable to a certain extent, to the extent that Republicans can stay out of the way of the news, right? They need to stop making headlines so that the media is forced to actually cover Biden. But I need to hear the media start asking, where the hell is Joe Biden? Why is he not answering questions? Why has he not done a press conference where we can openly ask him about his immigration policy, about the stimulus checks, about minimum wage, about the Equality Act, about all the stuff that's currently going on right now that people are talking about? We don't have a statement from the president on. We could, ask him about Cuomo. There's a lot of questions that Biden should answer, and I don't want to hear from Jen Psaki anymore. I don't want to hear from her. I want to hear from the president. You supposed to be the president. Start acting like the president. Start answering some damn questions. That's what I want to hear from Joe Biden. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think that there's something else bigger going on behind the scenes here in regards to why Joe Biden's not answering any questions? Let me know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.